Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Pep. I'm wearing a scent of the day today, and after a few times wearing it, I've come to realize that I really like this fragrance, if not love it. And it started out as just a mild like. I found the bottle, a used bottle on eBay because I had tried a sample. I thought, oh, it's okay, and the bottle was pretty cheap and there wasn't much left of it. And I certainly don't regret getting it because I've grown to really like this scent. And today I'm going to do a little mini review of Bottega Veneta pour Homme. This is a eau de toilette version. There is also an extreme version. There is also a recently released parfum version, which I haven't tried, and it's not, from what I hear or I'm told, just a stronger version of this. I don't have much experience with the other ones, but I do have experience with this, and that's what I'll be talking about. So Bottega Veneta are pretty much known for really nice upper scale leather goods, and they're from Italy. And they, like a bunch of other designers who started off doing something else, have branched out into fragrances. This is released a few years ago, and there's not a lot of reviews on this on YouTube, and I quite like it, and I thought I would do a review because it's widely available here in Australia in department stores, and also pretty easy to get online. Fragrantica classify this as a leather. So the thing is it is a leather base, but there's a bit more going on with this fragrance than just it being a leather, and it's certainly not in the realm of a Tuscan leather fragrance or something like leather oud. This is a very clean, I think, very clean, classy green leather to my nose. So I will spray on the opening and just kind of describe what I get here, and we'll go through the development and talk about performance and uses and so on and so on. So it's actually quite a nice sprayer on these bottles. So what I get in the opening is juicy citrus with green notes. So when I talk about green, I'm thinking cypress or pine, and it's very quite herbally and aromatic. And as it progresses, it basically doesn't change too much in the mids. It kind of just mellows out, and you suddenly start to get these two layers working with this fragrance. So rather than, this is how my nose interprets it, so rather than getting top notes opening, which is all bright, herbally green and citrusy, and then sort of moving into the next phase of the heart notes, what is happening with this fragrance is that those upper register notes kind of stay there, and as the fragrance develops, they basically just get a little bit fainter, and at some point the base notes start to become more noticeable. So there's that intersection where those top notes fade, the base notes become apparent, and you basically have, so I also get a little bit of sweetness from something here, and it could be, it's a very faint amber. So this is about the point where after a few minutes of that opening, it starts to fade, and then you start to get this sweetness in the base along with the leather. So it's like something that's giving it an amber, a leathery amber in the bottom starts to come in on its own, and it's a very, very clean leather. There's nothing animalic about it, and you just have this sensation of a very, very clean, fine leather, a lot like what you would expect buying a Bottega Veneta product, one of their bags or whatever else they make. It's a very simple, to me, straightforward scent, but very nicely done. All the notes smell natural, and there is nothing too sweet about it. It's just finely balanced and blended, and it just does what it sets out to do, to be a classy, sophisticated green leather scent to me, and a clean leather scent to me. So this would be perfect, and it is quite masculine to my nose, even though anyone can wear it, obviously, but there is nothing that would be deemed traditionally feminine about this fragrance, and it's obviously marketed to men. But it is lovely smelling, it's classy, it's sophisticated, it's a very simple composition, and done really, really well. The only thing I wish this had, one of the things I wish this had was just a bit better longevity. Projection is soft. It pretty much is soft projector and then becomes a skin scent for the duration of its life. And unfortunately, I only get about 6 hours, which is pretty good. It's EDT concentration, but there are some EDTs where I get a lot more. There are some EDPs where I get less, but I can deal with 6 hours, and especially if I know the fragrance and I'm not going to be wearing it to be noticed. I'm wearing it to be nice, to feel nice, so I can feel clean, feel a bit classy. It's not. This is a nice, perfect work fragrance. I think goes well with a suit and can be worn, I'd say, most of the year. Probably in very hot weather, I would maybe avoid it, but because of that greenness, and there is a bit of green that stays the whole duration of its development, and it blends in with the leather. So the leather and this sweet amber anchor this fragrance and never let it get out of balance. So you keep some of that green all the way through, and it just works. It's a lovely smell. So perfect most of the year except for very hot weather. Excellent work scent, day or night, doesn't matter. It's Bottega Veneta for Homme, EDT concentration. So there is a parfum that's been recently released, and I don't know how different or the same that is, but this is certainly worth checking out. It's widely available in store, so you can test in store on a spray it on your skin, see how it works for you. And that's pretty much my review for this fragrance, and I will see you next time. See ya.